Peace, family. This next video is going to be about young Pharaoh. Um, I was part of the conscious community for a long time, and I remember young Pharaoh before he came on to side of the TV. He had a little buzz going. He was on there talking about the black woman as God, aliens existed. He was talking about like a lot of the esoteric stuff. And he was blowing up from that. He was wearing his beads, the spiritual rocks, all the different things, that he was teaching back then. And I would watch him, tune in to watch him from time to time. But he was like just a kid to me that was bringing the information, and I was intrigued because when I was his age at that time, I wasn't really into reading the books and talking about the stuff that he was talking about. So I was like, man, what is this young guy talking about? And he got a chance to come on to Sonetta TV. Uh, you know, when he came on to Sonetta TV, he came under attack from some of the older men in the conscious community that's been around for a long time for his teachings. And from then on, him and the conscious community fell out. Sarah Suit Seti actually took up for him, and I remember they had a conference about 6 years ago, and they were in Harlem, and Uncle Ket, from the Amara Squad, was coming directly at young Pharaoh, and I remember when Sarah Suit Seti took his side, and I've seen a lot of immature traits in young Pharaoh even back then. I remember it was a time when young Pharaoh and Sarah Suit Seti was sitting on a couch somewhere in a hotel room, and they was exposing the criminal record of Uncle Ket, the God killer. And even though me and Uncle don't get along from time to time, I thought that was distasteful to actually display somebody's criminal record on the air for the people to see. So as time went on, he began to blow up, and his channel began to blow up. But remember, the whole time he was talking about the white man is the devil. He was talking about the white people are not really humans. They are a different type of species. He was trying to prove it genetically and scientifically. He was challenging the mainstream scientists. At some point, he started challenging the deep state. It got to the point where CPAC canceled his invitation because he talked about the Jews and said that they wasn't a real people. And we began to see his transition from the white man being the devil and exposing the white man to having interviews with people like James O'Keefe in 2020 for the voter fraud and Project Veritas. We got a chance to see when he interviewed Dr. Shiva. He interviewed Dr. Shiva about the COVID stuff, and you start seeing 20 and 30,000 people coming on to his platform. But he started getting a lot of donations from white folks. He started interviewing a lot of white folks, and he started talking about the deep state. He ended up issuing a challenge to the Jewish community, and a Jewish rabbi came on there. And when you notice his channel started to fall, that's when he ran like a GoFundMe, or he ran like some type of funding because he wanted to sue YouTube, but he told the people it's going to cost like $200,000. And I remember he raised like almost $100,000 in like 4 days. Like they was giving up that money. Because what I noticed coming from the black community, when you come out and you say that the black woman is God, man, one thing I know, just like the church, black women will support you financially. He came out there, man, he had the beads, he had the spiritual rocks going. He started telling black women everything that they wanted to hear. And then these black women was eating it up. They were eating it up. He had a large following of black women talking this black stuff, right? He debated, he challenged the Jewish community for $50,000. They start knocking his videos down. He start coming on YouTube complaining about that. He even came after 50 Cent and Lil Wayne for disrespecting black women because he was all about the sisters, all about the black woman, all about black power. That's what he said. I even listened to live streams when he was on there checking white people at that time. But when they took his channel down, he went and started that something I-10 University or something. But he still had a large following. People was giving him money. He was getting into the polygamous relationship because remember he said the black woman is God. He was preying on the pain and the hurt of black women, catering to things that they would want to hear, and he had women just eating it up, eating it up. So he in the polygamous relationship. We heard stories last year early on about him putting his hands on women and beating his first baby mom. I remember when he had the first girlfriend years back, the one that was kind of heavy set, that he brought on. I think he brought onto the side of the TV because I remember him from way back when he was just a little guy. So fast forwarded to now, he there's a video surfacing where his child's mom is saying that she went to pick up the baby. She went to pick up the baby and he put his hands on her, smacked her up a little bit, dragged her by her hair out the house, even made a mistake and hit the baby. So she's sitting here in the car and she's going crazy. But this is the thing that I always like to ask. Why do you young people put everything on video? Put all y'all stuff out there to hear. Even young Pharoah. Why are y'all online telling the whole world your business? Why? I mean, for the young lady that was beaten, why couldn't you just call the police? Explain certain things to the police. Video that part. But why does the world have to know all of y'all business? I just don't. Just like this generation is just like everything is a clout chase to me. It seems like at times, like everything. So we're hearing that she didn't want Chelsea, which is the white nanny, around her baby because there's allegedly been things going on. We're hearing that allegedly that young Pharoah used to have his baby mom through threesomes with the other wife, with the other girl. It's just a whole mess of foolishness. It's just a whole mess of foolishness. But it goes back to this fake pro-black, fake family shit where a lot of black men can get online and just say things to a woman or just say things to the community, a lot of bullshit that people want to hear, and they can scam a community. He was supposed to be opening up daycares. He collected money from the people, and y'all let him get away with it. Then he ran a scam with the lawyers when we found out that the lawyer was supposed to be free. I mean, he collected almost $100 grand. Y'all let him get away with it. I mean, this stuff with this young fella has been going on for a while. You know, he copped some cars and he started flossing online. But now he's online saying he don't want to be black no more. Now where you going with this, George? He don't want to be black no more. He don't like black women. Black women are his enemy. He's talking about being with Becky. He's in videos talking about the white man ain't the enemy no more. It's black people. Black people are the most hated race, and he don't want to be a part of this race no more. He don't want to be a part of these different things. This is all the stuff that young Pharoah, the guy that you financially supported, the guy that you really believed, the guy that women was throwing themselves to be at the drop of a hat. The minute a black woman do something he don't like, he just say, hey, I'll just move on to the next thing. There's no sacrifice and commitment. It was always all about young Pharoah and what young Pharoah wanted. A lot of brothers seen this stuff from the door and we called it out. We was called haters. So I just sit back and watch. And you just watch how all this stuff play out. You know, he started his channel. Now is a lot of white people have done things for him. But I got old videos. I've been on panels with young Pharoah years ago when he's talking about scientifically about the white beast. I want to know where is Pharoah Seti at in all of this. What does Pharoah Seti have to say about him keeping the company of a white woman? That's what I'd like to know. His baby mom saying she don't want the baby around Chelsea. She calls the Chelsea a cracker, and allegedly He slaps her for that and calls her racist when she said that's what you've been teaching. Well, if that's what you've been teaching your woman, then that's how she's going to see her. But all of a sudden, there's been a shift. There's been a change. And I'm wondering why. You know, he bought a house in Atlanta. He got some nice cars. He was all on YouTube last year going after Jews, not being invited to CPAC. He's interviewing Dr. Shiva and other white folks. He had, like I said, I remember one time he had 30,000 people in there watching, talk, especially during the COVID stuff. He had a lot of things going on. Then he started his Pharoah University stuff, whatever it is. And now he's saying he's not black, he's not none of that. He's if you ain't a part of his program, then it's fuck you. He telling black women, I'm no longer dealing with black women no more. And you got to get it on your own. All of a sudden, but the black woman was God. So Pharaoh, the black woman is no longer God. I hope that this is a lesson to black women. You got a lot of black men out here that's been 10 toes down with you, that's been rocking with you, that's been living by example. And a lot of y'all look right past us and y'all run right over there to these charlatans. Right over to them. We've been here the whole time watching them, like just shaking our head. Derrick Jackson got away with it. The young Pharaohs got away with it. Brother Polite has gotten away with it. Because they come out and tell you what you want to hear. And, you know, this is the exposed season. You know, people are getting exposed for the things, for all the wrong and things that they've done. And things is coming out in the wash now. And I just hope that a lot of you sisters wake up. You know, there's hope. There's a lot of good brothers that's still online, that's teaching, talking, and trying to be an example. But brothers like this, you know, that's out here saying a black woman is God, and then he's beating women. She's in a car with her baby, you know, crying. Police is involved. It's a lot of just foolishness. But more and more come out. But I just want you guys to understand that he started going after white folks. They took his channel down. He went and started like his own system or whatever. But and then he was coming back with other channels. But like I said, once he started interviewing white folks and started getting money from white folks, there was a shift. He started to change rapidly. Now he doesn't want nothing to do with black women. He has Chelsea. He no longer wants to be black, and the black race is the worst race, and all these different things. So, and this is not my words. This is his words. These are the things that he said. Now I'm gonna put the links in the if you guys haven't seen the videos, I'm gonna put the links in the description box if they keep them up. If they keep them up. But I'm gonna cut this video short. You know, me, I've been part of the conscious community for a long time, so I've seen brothers come and go. And I've seen this young brother come in, and I'm seeing this young brother go. But this time he came in and he got a lot of y'all money. Ain't no telling how many women he probably done sexed. You know, he got babies, he got all kinds of stuff because he came in and just talk that shit that women wanted to hear, man. So I'm gonna cut this video short. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share to the George Making Experience. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.